43, I believe it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, this one was kind of scary. Last night, my mom, she's staying in her nursing home, and she wouldn't walk. And my mother is a walker. She's probably fitter than all of us. And she was just standing against a wall and refused to walk and said that her legs were really, really hurting her. So they called my sister and they said, well, we have no other choice but to call an ambulance. And so they called an ambulance. I'm going to just keep drawing while I'm chatting. So they called an ambulance, took her over to the hospital, and then Richard was right near there. He was babysitting for Jessie, and it's right near the hospital where she was. So he went over there and he stayed with her, and he said they had to put an IV. And of course, when you have dementia, all of those things are the scariest thing on planet Earth. So I'm so glad Richard was with her. Oh my God. So Richard was with her and they put in her IV and she wasn't happy, of course. And then he said they sedated her because there was no other way to x-ray her with her being so upset. So they sedated her and did x-rays on her. And then he came home because she was sleeping, because she was quite sleeping. So I called at midnight and they said she was resting comfortably. You can see I drawn a cross. She's resting comfortably, but her blood test came back perfect. There's no injuries on her feet, her legs, anything. But she was very restless and wanting to leave. And Richard even said when he was there, she leaned over and said to him, can you get me out of here? Like it was some prison break or something. My mom is really, really funny and so dramatic. And she's been that way before she even had dementia. So we all, like my sister and I, were like, we know there's nothing wrong with her, but she is, she might have had a cramp. Maybe she had a rock in her shoe. Who knows? But when somebody has dementia, you have to listen and honor them because, I mean, what if they hurt their foot or ankle or something? So to make a long story short, they were saying if she doesn't get up and walk, then we're going to have to admit her and keep her in a ward, on a dementia ward, until she responds. Mickey, my sister, went over there and said, look, if you don't get up from here, you're staying in this hospital. Like, you need to get up. So she said she gave her something to eat. She gave her, because they hadn't fed her anything, gave her some juice. She said this, my mother hopped up, and then because she had come by ambulance, they didn't have any winter coat for her. So somebody from somewhere, I think it's social workers or something, I didn't know this. They come and they gave her a big, fluffy, white, brand new, sort of shorty, fluffy fake fur coat. Well, my sister said my mother was acting like a diva movie star and flirting with all the men. And she says, okay, I'm taking her home. She's out of here. So she took her. She said, I got her out of there because otherwise we would have never gotten her out of there. So Deanne went by to see her today and she's absolutely fine. She took the boys. She was so happy to see them. And so that was really good. And so for me, I'm really thankful for all the medical care that she does get, for her workers, the hospital people, just basically everybody that cares for people, most especially those that can't speak for themselves. They don't have a voice. So I'm just doing a red cross because to me that always stands for medical and help. So this is Cezanne, and that's what we're using. So she's all fine and all good, and we knew she was, but you can't take that chance. I mean, what if she had a sprained ankle or a broken? Maybe she had fallen and we didn't know. She had a broken ankle. She was just being my mother. Drama. She's hilarious. She's hilarious. And my sister was telling the doctor, my mother is a dancing queen, okay? Just put on some tunes and she will dance for you because she loves to dance. And then Mickey said she knew she was fine because she was trying to flirt with this man in the other bed. And that's when she knew, time to get her out of here. I mean, it's sad when your parent has dementia. It really, really is. But that is what it is. So you have to just go with that. It's like a new normal. That's your new mom. And we've already grieved the loss of our mom from before. And you'll always grieve that loss. But I mean, she's 91 years old. She's in unbelievably physical health. She is so strong. So, yeah, we're blessed and fortunate that we still have our mother with us because there are many people my age that do not. So I'm just blessed that she's still on the planet and can make us giggle and laugh, you know? And when I saw the pictures of her today with my grandsons, that just made me smile. They're such affectionate children, and they're not afraid of things. You know how some kids are afraid of people or in an old folks' home, especially if they have something like dementia or something mental, it sort of scares them a bit. Not these kids. No, no. Dan said they were up hugging all the people in the place because they all wanted hugs, and so they were giving hugs, and she said it made her feel really, really good because her boys were being so sweet to everyone, not just their Gigi, you know? So this is going to be a pretty simple Inchy, but when I look back on it, I know what it means. And I managed to draw some symmetrical straight lines without a tool. So yay for me. The little smudges that were on here with some white paint just to brighten up the red cross just because it's the red cross, you know? There. That makes it nice and bright. Here's my Inchy for today, the red cross and all that it symbolizes, and all the gratitude I have for all the caregivers out there that work in the homes with people that can't speak for themselves, the ambulance people, just everybody in that field. God bless all of you. And then Richard's Inchy for today is my new carry-on I just bought. We just bought for me. And it's really nice. It's one of those Samsonite ones that's kind of got that hard shell on it and everything. So I was going to pack, but then when my mom got sick, I thought, well, I'm not going anywhere. There's no point because, you know. And then when we found out she was okay, so I can pack now. So life is cray-cray. But anyway, those are our Inchies for today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.